So this concert is called In Memoriam, and many of the pieces were written for the memory of someone who has died. But the theme of the concert is more about the healing process. All of us are grieving for someone or something, and so our hope is that through this concert, everyone involved, audience, performers, and the rest, can all move a little further forward in that healing process, since it's something we're all dealing with. The repertoire for this whole concert is very diverse. We have a major Bach motet, Comme Jesu Comme, but we also have music from many different eras. So we have a Renaissance funeral motet by the Spaniard Alonso Lobo. We have two English madrigals, one from the early 17th century, one from the early 19th century, and several 20th and 21st century works as well. Two works that we're very excited to do are rather recent. The Requiem aeternam by Peter Winkler, which he wrote in the days following the September 11th attacks in 2001. And we'll also present Peace, Night, Sleep by local composer John Muehleisen on a text by Carl Sandburg. And that piece is dedicated to the victims and the survivors of the Japanese tsunami just last year.
One of the interesting things about the text that I've chosen for several Sandburg settings is that, most people think of Sandburg as the poet of the kind of the urban poet, the poet of the city of big shoulders, of Chicago, and all the meat packing and all that, the industry and the urban sorts of images. But Sandburg also had a real interest in Asian poetry, especially Japanese poetry. So here's Peace, Night, Sleep by Carl Sandburg. You shall have peace with night and sleep. It was written in the creep of the mist, in the open doors of night's horizons. Peace, night, sleep, all go together. In the forgetting of the frogs and the sun, in the losing of the grackel's off cry and the call of the bird whose name is gone. You shall have peace. The mist creeps, the doors open. Let night, let sleep have their way.
Peter Winkler set the text Requiem aeternam, which opens the Catholic Requiem Mass, and he set this. He started his setting on September the 12th in 2001. It is set for unaccompanied chorus, and one particularly noteworthy aspect of this is his use of silence. And initially silence in this piece is a sort of comfort as musical phrases rest and we pause and settle in. As the music progresses, though, the silences, the rests, become more truncated, as if you're singing and you can't sing anymore because of the emotion that you're feeling. And that's something that we all felt on September 11th, and it's something that I think Peter's piece really encapsulates nicely. It's a very emotional and powerful and direct piece of music.
Do you have a favorite piece of the program?
Faire is the Heaven.
Yeah, mine is Faire is the Heaven.
Faire is the Heaven by William Harris is really cool. It's sonorous and just spectacular, and that's the way we'll end the show.
One of our favorite works in preparing this has been Faire is the Heaven by Sir William Harris. And there's little to say about it other than how gorgeous it is. Very sonorous, very resonant. He obviously knew how to write very well for the choir. Well, not just for our choir, but for any choir. It drifts away at the end with the concept that our beloved people who have passed are settled into an endless perfectness. And to my mind, that might be a perception of heaven, and it might also be the perfectness of our own memories as we all move forward in life.